What's up, everybody? It's Karen and Ray, so that's under the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Sly 2, keeping the Sucker Punch theme going without playing more Ghost of Tsushima. Echo? No. What? Oh, shit. Echo! Fuck, okay, this last time I let you out, though. If you try to fuck around and come back in, you're staying in. I hope you'll get that. I hope it gets to your cat's goal. I'll beat you. I'll beat you. See, I'll beat you.
how to sneak in above the ballroom without being detected. The only problem is there's no way to climb up to that balcony door.
Not a problem. There seem to be plenty of branches for me to walk on. I'll figure it out.
Oh, let me check the trophy list. One second, I'll be right back. Oh. Oh, snap! There it goes. What? What? How the fuck did he spot me? What the fuck is up with that? It's always the last couple of collectibles that really fuck you in the ass. Really give it to you. Come on, dog. Hee hee. Somebody come get her. She's acting like a stripper. Yeah, that's always the last two. See you click. Fuck you, man. Oh, wait. Fuck yeah. God, just one more, man. Just one fucking more. Like, come on, dude. Like, you don't understand, man. Oh, shit, it's right there. Fuck yeah. And the question is, how the fuck am I gonna get up to it? Wait a minute. Noise. Hell yeah, baby.
Easy does it, Sly. Just don't go out onto that balcony and you should remain undetected. Looks like the wings have been welded onto that statue. They look heavy. Getting the wings out of here will be a real challenge. An electronic winch. That could be useful. That's him. Rajad's really pulled out all the stops to impress people with this party. Maybe you should get some shots of the guests. Jean Bisson, a member of the Claw Gang and Canadian shipping baron. He owns half the trains in Canada. Another Claw Gang member. Arpeggio specializes in exotic technology. That's the Contessa, a high-ranking prison warden for Interpol. She must be working undercover to expose Rajan's spice ring. Carmelita's here too. She must be undercover with the Contessa to help bust Rajan. Leela, another officer undercover. Watch yourselves.
I'm a motherfucker, you a motherfucker, we could truck each other's mothers. Fucking each other's moms. I'm doing that lady, well you came out as a baby. Ain't no doubt about it, that shit is crazy. Every Mother's Day needs a Mother's Night. If doing this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Sly, this party is crawling with cops. That's all the photos I need. Bring them back to the safe house and we'll start building a game plan.
Stealing the Clockwork Wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection. And the squad of undercover cops only makes things more complicated. Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
How the fuck do you even do that? Oh, you need the hover pack ability. Okay. Never mind. Can't do it now.
Sly, Murray and I can't get inside the palace unless you lower the drawbridge.
I'd love to, pal, but the winch is all locked down. You know where I can find the keys?
Key guards have recently taken up positions around the palace. Sneak in, pick all of their pockets, and bring the keys back to the lockdown winch. You can use noise to lure this guard from his post. Try ringing that gong, and you can use noise to lure this guard from his post. Try ringing that gong and picking his pocket when he returns to his post.
Nope. Okay, that alerts him.
Good job, Sly. Now take those stolen keys back to the padlock winch to lower the drawbridge. Padlock winch to lower the drawbridge.
What?
Thanks, Sly. Now Murray and I can access the palace grounds.
Fuck. I have no fucking clue how I'm gonna get up there.
That chopper is a menace to all future aerial operations while on this job.
Yeah, it's all covered in missiles and guns and stuff.
Now, be a team player and take it out with that rusty pre-war turret.
Okay, I had a potato gun once. I'll bet it works just the same.
Hit buttons fast to keep your strength up. Hit buttons fast to keep your strength up. Use the left analog stick to aim and hold down the R1 button to fire. Careful. If you continue firing from your load, your guns will overheat, and you will have to wait for them to cool down. Try getting a shot off on that chopper.
Hello, I'm here for the dance.
Huh? Sorry, sir, but we have a dress code. You got a tuxedo?
No.
Sorry, pal. No tux, no entry.
Sorry, Sly. Somehow I totally overlooked the need for formal wear. That guy's not going to let you in without a tuxedo.
Don't beat yourself up, Bentley. At a party this ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
This ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
Okay, Bentley. I'm in position inside the guest house. Have any intel for me?
Well, I recommend searching all the rooms. It's statistically probable that each should hold at least one portion of a tuxedo.
What do I look for inside the rooms?
This isn't an exact science. Ransack the place until you find part of a tuxedo.
Any plan which involves ransacking is okay with me.
Attention guards, this is Lord Rajan. The party here is in full swing and all visitors are now in the ballroom. Now, with the small baby on the up and up, not all of the... With the small baby on the up and up,
Yes.
on the up and up, not all
Really? The fuck?
on the up and up, not all of the guests are. So be on careful lookout for crowds. I don't want any bad press from this event.
You might need to use your stealth attack in here. Remember, the triangle button knocks guys up into the air, and the square button brings them down hard. Remember, the triangle button knocks guys up into the air, and the square button brings them down hard.
Oh, fuck off. Let's come in and just fucking wreck everything, man. Well, it worked.
This is Rajad's room. Stay sharp. He's probably got extra security. tuxedo, the doorman will let you into the ballroom.
You got your tuxedo now, sir?
Of course I do. I'm here to dance.
Then come on in.
Your tuxedo disguise is working perfectly. No one will recognize you in that outfit. Now, during the heist, you'll need to dance with Carmelita to keep both her and the crowd distracted. The only problem is, she's picky about dance partners, so you'll need to impress her first.
All right, I know just the girl for the job. Constable Neela, you look lovely this evening.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I used to chase after you back in Paris.
Paris? Sly Cooper? You aren't by any chance here to turn yourself in? Old Ironsides would fall out of her dress.
As good as that sounds, how about a dance first?
Enchanté.
Try to memorize the steps. Now your turn.
Are you using me to get at Old Ironsides?
Yes, I am. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Delicious.
That fellow is very graceful.
If only you moved spice shipments as well.
Silence.
Fuck.
Nice.
Fuck. Triangle X, circle X.
Yes.
3 circles and an X.
Thank you. That was delightful.
Thank you, Constable Neela. After all, it takes two to tango.
Yes, and three is always a crowd. Neela, your friend here is quite an accomplished dancer. I tried to make him look good. Please, Neela, his skills far surpass you.
Perhaps later you and I might share a dance, Miss...
Miss Fox. Carmelita Fox. And I accept.
All right, boys, we're ready for the next phase. My plan to get at the Clockwork Wings requires the use of the electric winch above the ballroom. To get control over the device, I'll need to hack the computers in Rajad's boardroom. Plus, we'll need an extra strong saw blade to cut the wings off the statue. To make a saw blade that durable, I'll need Sly to steal the gems off the headdresses on Rajad's prize elephants. And finally, I'll take to the field with my remote control helicopter and nullify the palace's surface-to-air defenses. That should clear things up for the heist.
I swear I saw his mission. Where? There it is.
Bentley, what's your status?
I'm in position with the RC chopper. All systems are go to neutralize their surface-to-air defenses. We're going to need free reign of the sky during the heist.
Well, be careful. Chopper parts aren't cheap.
Hostile has been sighted.
Hey, Bentley, use the left analog stick to steer the chopper and hit the X button to drop bombs. If you lose track of the Jeep, I'll project a holographic targeting arrow. Follow it back into the action.
Fuckers.
Launching missiles. Turn hard to dodge them. Jeep's out of commission and we'll have clear skies for the heist.
Da-da-dum. Ballroomlets, ballroomlets.
Sly, we need to find a way to get Rajan's prize elephants out of their pen.
I don't know, Bentley. That door looks pretty heavy. Maybe I can crawl in that hole under the steps and find an alternate route.
You just scared, went up and freaked out the prize elephants. They're now outside, rampaging around the palace.
Wow, he sure looks spooked.
Job well done, Sly. Now comes the hard part. I need you to snatch the headdress jewels worn by both elephants. The jewels are firmly embedded, so keep whacking at them with your cane to knock one loose.
I'll need to make use of the rooftops to get to one of the elephants' backs, but it shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Sly, jump over that elephant.
Are you kidding me, bro? Ballroomlets, ballroomlets. Ah, what? Really, bro? Get your ass back here. Ah. Really, bro? Yeah, suck it.
That's it! With these jewels, I can make an ultra-hard radial saw for the heist.
Into the ballroom, blitz, ballroom, blitz. Ah. Bow, 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 bow.
Murray's rotund features prevent him from fitting through the drain pipe, so we'll need you to unlock the vault room from the inside. I've heard through a reliable source that the guards keep the vault combination written beneath one of their break tables.
So you want me to crawl under each till I find it?
That's the idea.
I don't see any code.
Try another table. It's here somewhere.
Attention.
No code here. This table doesn't have the code. This is it.
Fantastic! Now, type the code into the vault's laser door entrance. Nice work! Make your way to the security lockdown switch and let in me and Murray. I'd love to see the look on Rajan's face when he finds this vault empty. The code should be 857. Code should be 857. You've gotten the insanity strike move.
I'm kind of interested to see what that does.
Thanks for breaking us in, pal. The Murray approves.
Let's get down to brass tacks. I need to hack both the vault room computers to get control of the electronic winch above the ballroom.
So what are me and Sly here for?
The second I enter their servers, they'll be on to us. You guys need to work together to keep the thugs off my back.
You and me, pal, side by side.
The Murray knows no fear.
The Murray. Ballroom rap, ballroom rap.
Okay, I'm in. Hacking the level 6 barrier. Almost there. Got it. Moving on to the level 5 system. Okay, I'm close. Changing back for level 4 access. Almost got it. Okay, going for level 3. I'm so close. Yes! Headed for level 2. control of the winch.
unstoppable.
Backup, guys.
I'm for sure with
Me and the
no
big guys had it
brakes.
covered.
Murray, let's hook up the direct feed and get out of here while the coast is clear.
Let's get out of here, man. Yeah. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, synchronize your watches. This heist is going to take extreme precision. Here's
Operation
the plan.
Hippo Drop.
I'll start things off by demolishing the palace's main bridge. That should cut off reinforcements from the guest house and hopefully distract the ballroom guards standing watch over the clockwork wings. Sly will then take Carmelita up on her offer for a dance, and while the crowd is transfixed by their tango, Murray will lower into the ballroom on the electronic winch. Once down, he'll cut the wings free and then winch back up for an exit. Murray should then make his way out of the palace. I'll cover his exit with the RC chopper. Once he's past the drawbridge, we're home free.
Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, I had to be Bentley to start this one. But first I'm gonna get a trophy real quick. Tell me who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Sniggity dibbity dang dang but diggy diggy. And I woke up in the morning and I go outside, hoping my love will wind up at the top of the house. What's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, yeah. I say, what's going on? A little confusion. Morning, go outside and I wake up in the morning and I can feel high and now. Little confusion. Go outside. That's all I'm in. And I said, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. I said, hey. I wake up in the morning and I go outside. Every new bell ring up there real high and I.
Okay, Bentley. Murray and I are moving into position. You still think you can demolish something that large?
It doesn't take an engineer to figure out how to blow up a bridge. I'll start by placing charges on all of the lower cleats. Once the structure destabilizes, those retainer rings on the upper cleats should pop right off. That should enable me to bomb all of the upper cleats, which will bring it all crashing down.
Just watch your head when that thing gets unstable. We need that brain of yours in one piece.
bridge is destroyed, take all the manpower you need and look into it.
Murray, you in position?
Check!
It looks like Bentley's little distraction did the trick. Initiate phase 2. I'll take care of Carmelita and the crowd. You handle the heavy lifting. Miss Fox, I believe you owe me a dance.
About time. I thought you had left.
Just waiting for the perfect moment.
Familiar to me. Are you in law enforcement?
I often deal with police while on the job.
Ah. Yes. Nice. Tell me, stranger, what's your name?
Why ruin the moment?
Huh? I don't understand.
The wings! What happened to the clockwork wings?
What? How? Who could have... What? Cooper!
Murray, I'll cover your escape with the RC chopper. Let me worry about the guards. You just keep moving.
These things are heavy! This is tense! Nice flying, Bentley!
Oh shit.
Bentley!
God, I hit fucking Bentley.
Nice flying, Bentley! Not far to go!
Ah.
Punch it!
Get the fuck out of here, man!
After the gang and I got away with the clockwork wings, Carmelita blew her cover and started making arrests left and right. With his reputation in shambles, Rajan was forced to flee from his own party. He's now in hiding, somewhere deep in the jungle. The gang and I took a break and headed for Bollywood. It took some doing, but we eventually snuck Murray onto the set of a full-blown Indian musical. I was happy the guys got to unwind, but Rajan was still out there. And somehow, I knew things were about to get tough.
Sly Cooper and the gang in... The Predator awakes.
It took some detective work, but the gang and I managed to track down where Rajan had gone into hiding. Somehow, he'd managed to transform a long-forgotten temple into the thriving center of his spice operation, and it's there where we'll find him. The jungle, too thick to drive through, forced us to walk the long distance to our target. We ran into a few problems along the way, but pushed on. For the temple was more than just Rajan's hideout. It was also home to the Clockwork Heart. A pump so strong and tireless, it could increase spice production tenfold. Good for Rajan, but awful for the rest of the world. Hope he's not counting on that heart too much, because tonight, it comes home with me.
Sly Cooper and the gang in... The Predator awakes. What? That was weird. Oh great, slave-driven elephants. Fantastic. Fuck. Got to let them know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It doesn't look like there's anything this way.
to let them know. No, bitch. Don't education. Oh yeah. I have to let them know. Adult education. You have to let them know. It's going down there. Oh, hey, it's good to see you, Rhea. Down there. And here. Yeah, did you like it? Well, the guy's last movie was pretty fucking weird too, Barbarian. Yeah, see, well, you'll probably like it then. It's weird, 2 years ago? Something like that? Stars Justin Long. It's pretty good. It's weird, but in a completely different way. You can tell it's the same dude, but it's not like the same type of horror. I think so, yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking about that. Well, at the very least, yeah, he's a major star in it. At the very least, I was thinking, you know, if you like weapons, you like Barbarian, that's another movie for you to watch. Yes. It is. I know with the title Barbarian, but it's a horror movie. Plus, I like Justin Long and pretty much everything he's ever been in. Chick goes to stay at a house. And, the tenant, with her is acting really weird, and she's hearing lots of noises in the basement. And that's about as much as I can tell you without giving you anything. I'd say it's more creepy than scary. But it just depends on, like, if you thought weapons was scary. Because, like, you can 100% tell that it's the same guy. It's different subject matter, but it's very... he has a style. So, if you thought weapons was scary... How the fuck do I get up there? Okay. Okay. I see how I'm gonna have to do this. Well, that's about what Barbarian is. So... Okay, let me see. Another movie I would suggest that you look out, watch, is mother, son of a bitch. Another movie I would suggest that you watch that came out recently is Companion. It's not really horror; it's more suspense, but it's really good, and I really think you'll like it. Gotta be a better fucking movie, I swear to God. Yeah. Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah. I've seen parts of it, I haven't seen the full movie. It looked really good. And after seeing parts of it, good chunk of the movie, I honestly think you would enjoy it. Okay. Also, if you haven't seen the new Hellraiser, I strongly recommend the new Hellraiser. It is not a remake. It's a reboot. It's a new story. It is not trying to redo the first Hellraiser. At all. It was made with Clive Barker's blessing and supervision. And it's really fucking good. I was actually really surprised by how good it was. Because, we've had so many bad Hellraiser movies at this fucking point, man. Fucking duck. Okay, I need to figure, before I take this, I need to figure out a consistent way to get back to the headquarters. It's really fucking good, and it actually scared me. Your mileage may vary, but I thought it was creepy as fuck. Oh, well, there you go. Like, I would say it's actually my favorite Hellraiser, besides the original. Like, I thought it was really fucking good. And they're supposedly working on a sequel, which is pretty obvious if you've seen the movie. They clearly left the way for more, and I'm interested to see those. Oh yeah, they're doing a Hellraiser game. It's actually done by Clive Barker. It's written by Clive Barker, and supervised by Clive Barker. They just announced that a few months ago. It's like a first-person, like, survival horror. It actually looks super fucking cool. No, like a first-person survival horror. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then that, yeah, I've got it. Okay. I was overthinking it. Okay, I can deal with that. Yeah, I never really liked them to begin with. I'm not a big fan of multiplayer, and it's not really what I think of when I think of horror. So, I know a lot of people who swear by Dead by Daylight, but it was never really my scene, if I'm being honest. Actually, that exists, but it's more like a Telltale game. It's called The Casting of Frank Stone, and it's a single-player, story-driven game set in the Dead by Daylight universe. Made by the guys who did Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures. It has a single player. Yeah, it is. Motherfucker. You know, it's fine. Like, you don't have to talk if you don't feel like it. You know, I enjoy conversation, but it's not like something you have to do. I don't want to put people under pressure like that. Fuck. Oh, you dipshit. Fuck. hate the fucking design of this hub. Oh, yeah. I don't know, actually. I have to think about that. I've been so focused on my streaming that I haven't really watched a lot of movies in a while, to be honest with you. And I'm not crazy about a lot of the trends in modern horror. Ever since fucking Hereditary came on the scene, we've got a wave of horror movies that say they're horror movies, but they're really just dramas with a bit of horror thrown in. Like, we're gonna have 95%! We're gonna have fucking 95%! Drama, no, just have a little bit of monster in there. God, I hate fucking Hereditary. That movie's so fucking boring. And everybody sucks that movie's dick. If you don't say it's the greatest fucking movie of all time ever, well, you're just not smart enough to get it. Maybe I am smart enough to get it, and I just don't like it. How about that? You can't just say, okay, agree to disagree. You have to insult my intelligence. Thanks. Never mind the fact that I can literally poke like 50 fucking holes in that movie's plot. Massive holes for a movie that takes itself so fucking seriously. Yeah, I've heard something similar. The problem is a lot of those movies aren't dubbed. I really have trouble with subbed movies. Not because I don't like the language, it's just I can't read their expressions, and I'm more focused on the dialogue than I am on the characters. I mean, I won't, like, say no to a movie like that, but it's harder for me to get into it than it should be. You know, with other even games, like when I'm watching a story and they're speaking in English, it's not just about understanding what they're saying. It's about understanding the mannerisms, and the tone. Just the way that their expressions and shit are there is different, you know, whereas if it's dubbed, even if their expressions are still Japanese, like their movements, their voice is English, so it carries through. So it's like, I can technically read the scene and say Yakuza, and I can understand what's going on, but I don't feel it on the level where I hear English and I understand the tone in their voice. It's not the same. I don't connect with it on the level that I would with my language, even if I can say, okay, this happened in that scene. If that makes sense? That's why I was so excited for Yakuza 0 to get the director's cut and get an English dub. And why I was so excited. Like, it's one of the things that kept me from Yakuza for a while. Because it puts a huge emphasis on the characters and the story. But just like I suspected, they're not having any kind of upgrade system for Yakuza 0. You're gonna have to rebuy it. Which, I mean, I kind of wish there was an upgrade, but then at the same time, Yakuza 0 came out God knows how many years ago. Like, I think he's pretty decent. I don't hate him. And I will say, I think the attacks on him went way too far. I'll have to listen to it. I knew he played the role. I never really listened to him in depth. I can't give an informed opinion. Like, I heard a few lines, but I need more to see that, so I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 are both getting a PS5 re-release, by the way. A next-gen re-release. I think it's like 4K 60, or even higher. I think they're adding updated graphics. It won't be like, oh my god, like a thing, but it's cool. So, I think it's December 8th. The Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 both come to, all three of those games come to PS5 the same day. And I think they have a physical bundle with all three of them. I think for $60. Yeah, I think it's for $60, which, honestly, for 0, Kiwami and Kiwami 2, $60 is not bad. And I'm sure fans will be happy to have a physical release, because, like, 95% of the fucking Yakuza games don't have a physical release in English. You know what I mean? So, I know there's a bunch of people who would just be excited for the fact that it's getting a physical release. And it makes sense bringing it to Switch 2, Xbox. Series X, PS5 before Kiwami 3 comes out next year. I've been meaning to get back into Yakuza. It's just such a time commitment. Yeah, I've watched his channel too, plenty. I stopped watching him, though, because at a certain point, it started to just feel like he was drama farming. Like, I hate it when a channel is just negative stuff. There's a huge contingent of gaming channels out there that, like, just farm clicks off drama, and that's all they ever talk about is drama. And with him, it started to feel like that, like, oh, hey, here's his 20th video shitting on Ubisoft. Great. Nah, you know, I mean, I don't think he's a bad person. I'm honestly tired of that. I mean, you know, some people need reviewers to tell them what to think. And I say that it's seemingly condescendingly, but you'd be surprised at how many people legitimately rely on reviewers like that. But, I don't need somebody else to tell me what to think. Okay? So, the only reason I would come to a video game journalist like him, or video game commentary or whatever, is for a unique perspective. Which, for a long time, he had. You know, he had a unique perspective. I liked hearing his opinions, especially on Metal Gear. He was like the go-to guy for Metal Gear, and I started watching him right around the time the Phantom Pain came out, because he had like the best coverage of Metal Gear 5. You know, but now he's just, oh, another fuck Ubisoft video, and it's just like, oh great, the same thing I've heard 20 other people say. You know, and I work really, really hard to not fall into that. I always try to balance out my channel and my streams to make it both positive and negative. I don't ever want it to just be where I'm just talking about bad shit. You know? That's not what I want to be known for. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to shy away from something bad. If a game comes out and I'm upset about it, I'm going to be honest. If somebody asks me my opinion about a game and I fucking hate it, they're going to know. I'm not going to lie. But there's a difference between calling something negative out when you see it and looking for it. If you know what I'm saying. And that's the thing. And I always try to balance it out, you know? Instead of just saying, well, this game sucks, to say, have you tried this game? Like I said, people who say that modern gaming is dead, I just don't even know what to say to that. So many fucking great games have come out this year alone that, like, it's baffling. Clair Obscur, fucking awesome. Silent Hill F, Metal Gear Solid Delta, fucking, Inner Magnolia, Soul Reaver, Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. Soul Reaver remaster was actually December 2024, my bad. Just barely missed the cutoff. You know, fucking, I can't even list them all. But, like, the sheer amount of games that came out this year is actually kind of ridiculous. Like, I would actually say 2025 has been a fucking packed year. Metaphor, ReFantazio. I forgot about that. That was huge for Persona fans. Fucking, you know, and, you know, even more games are on the way. Tormented Souls 2. Fucking, Ghost of Yotai. Just around the corner. Metroid Prime 4. I'm really stoked for that. December. Yeah, I think so, yeah. That's, you know, that's what I mean. So it's like, you know, like, I was talking to another guy about it, Beach War. He comes by my streams from time to time. He's a cool dude. He was saying, you know, maybe gaming looks shitty if all you've been playing is Call of Duty. Because Call of Duty's definitely experienced a fucking decline. And even Call of Duty is slowly coming out of it. It bottomed out with Modern Warfare 3 2023, because that fucking was garbage, you know? But then Modern Warfare 6, or not Modern Warfare 6, Black Ops 6 was not the greatest, but it was actually a decent game, and Black Ops 7 actually looks pretty decent. So even Call of Duty is kind of slowly picking itself up out of the slump. You know, in Battlefield 6, I'm not even a fan of military shooters, but, like, Battlefield 6 actually does look good, and from what people were saying, it's actually the first Battlefield game to be really good in a while. So, even military shooter-wise, we're seeing a resurgence. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I don't even know what to say to people who say that, you know? Or, for example, like I said, fucking Claire Obscure. You know, and people like to shit on Ubisoft. But Ubisoft has been giving a lot of people what they wanted. And it's not enough. Like I said, people don't hate on Ubisoft because they hate Ubisoft. They hate on Ubisoft because it's cool to hate on Ubisoft. That's my issue. You know, if you fucking hate Ubisoft, cool. But they don't hate Ubisoft because they hate Ubisoft. They hate Ubisoft because it's trendy to hate Ubisoft. That's the thing. It's not genuine. And most of the time, if you ask them, why do you hate Ubisoft? Because they can't say an answer. Because it's not genuine. That's what I mean. Like, so you're not giving me an opinion. You know, if you genuinely meant it, even if I disagreed, I would have some respect for your opinion. Because it's genuine. It's not. You're just regurgitating the same bullshit I've heard 100 fucking times, and you have nothing new to add to the conversation. Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, let me give you an example. If you ever get the chance to play Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, I highly, highly recommend it. It is fucking incredible. Ubisoft took a risk and made a big budget Metroidvania. And it was super unique. And I fucking loved it. I got the platinum. And did the DLC too. And, you know, people are like, Ubisoft never tries anything new. And guess what? The Lost Crown was a financial flop. So, when Ubisoft does try something new, nobody wants to play it. Like, that's the shit I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. Super unique. Sold terribly. Yeah, I thought it was great too. Sold terribly, and I think they canceled the sequel that they had planned. Like I said, so when Ubisoft does do something that's unique, nobody fucking cares. Watch Dogs Legion. You can say you like Watch Dogs Legion, you can say you hate it. I think it's a great game, but a bad Watch Dogs game. I think they could have named it something else. But you can't say that they played it safe with Watch Dogs Legion. For better or for worse. A sandbox where you can play any character and there's permadeath is not, you know, the norm. Guess what? Watch Dogs Legion undersold. So every time, you know, or, people bitched. People bitched about, Assassin's Creed. Oh, it's the same shit year after year. So they switched it to RPGs with Origins. Oh, now it's not Assassin's Creed. So what do? They dropped Mirage, which is like as close to the classic fucking games as you can possibly get. And then I saw literally people reviewing Mirage. Well, this kind of feels really dated. Like the older Assassin's Creed games. I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking point. Like, way to miss the point, man. Like, literally, people saying, oh, this is, this is too similar to classic games. You mean, like, the people were asking for? Is that what you mean? And that upset me because it's like, there's no pleasing you fuckers. If they make it too different, or different, it's too different. If it's the same, well, it's just the same old shit. What do you want? I thought Mirage was actually great. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you know how I feel about Shadows. I love Shadows. Shadows is one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games, period. I'm not sure if it is my favorite. I would have to think about it. I have to sit with it a little bit longer. Because I've had several years to meditate on the other ones. But I would definitely put Shadows on, like, my top 3 Assassin's Creed games. Just for the central gameplay loop being so fucking addicting. It is just insanely fun to ninja flip around and kill everybody in a fucking castle. It's no way. And, I need to get some money for the DLC. I mean to get that. I've also heard that the bow staff, the DLC introduced the bow staff, that the bow staff is really fucking cool. Because it has 3 stances that you switch between, almost like Neo, and they said the attack's completely different, so it's like 3 weapons in one for Nawe. And I'm like, that sounds really fucking cool. So... And I already really like playing as her. And they've been hard at work patching the shit out of Shadows, adding all kinds of features that people wanted. So, like I said, at this point, it's like, what the fuck do you want? Come on, just 4 more bottles. I'm sorry, 6 more bottles. Yeah, I agree. When you get into a complex in Shadows, you can pretty much enter the whole complex. Or, Star Wars Outlaws. I actually really like Star Wars Outlaws. And I saw so many people missing the fucking point of Outlaws. They're like, man, I wish I had Force powers. I'm like, that is not what this game is, bro. Like, if you want that, go play the Star Wars Jedi games. That has Jedi in the fucking title. You're a smuggler. Like, that's why it's called Outlaws. But, like, literally being able to go to Tatooine and, like, freely explore fucking Mos Eisley. Yeah, exactly. They're big-ass elaborate castles. But being able to ride into the Jundalin Wastes and actually wander around Mos Eisley, that's, like, built to scale, fucking sick. Well, I think you'd like it. I did, too. I really liked Outlaws. You might see me play it sometime. It's really, really pretty. It's made with the engine that they use for The Division and The Division 2. Snowdrop. It looks really fucking pretty. And it's just a lot of fun. And it has a bigger emphasis on sneaking around. Because you're not a Jedi. You're a smuggler. So, going in guns blazing in an Imperial outpost is a bad idea. And it's got a good mixture of Uncharted thrown in there, where you're climbing around sneaking and shit. And like I said, they have a bunch of new planets, but they have fucking Tatooine. and you can literally find Luke Skywalker's burned house. Because this game takes place in the year between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So you can literally find Owen and his wife burned up. You can literally see the fucking carrier that they abducted C-3PO and R2-D2 go into the fucking bar from A New Hope. Like, I mean, it's to scale. It's really fucking cool if you're a Star Wars fan. And it has a really, really fucking sick planet traversal. You actually get to fly around in space and do shit in space. And then when you go to a planet, it shows you breaking atmosphere and landing. Okay, and that's the game loading, but it looks seamless. So it's like in one panning shot, going from space, going through the clouds, breaking down, let you get out of the ship. Compared to fucking Starfield, where that game you couldn't sneeze without getting a fucking loading screen. And yeah, I know technically it's a loading screen, but it's done in a way that doesn't break immersion, and it's a lot better than a fucking black screen. And it's how I wish they had done Starfield. So it's, you know, I mean, it's not the best fucking game ever. It's not like the game whose coming was foretold, but it's just a really nice open world game with solid third-person shooting and appreciation of Star Wars. And as a Star Wars fan, that is enough to get me on board. It doesn't need to reinvent the fucking wheel. It's just a really solid third-person shooter with a deep appreciation of Star Wars. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, I really like that. It's basically fucking Far Cry on an alien planet, and I'm 100% down with that. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you know, but... Yeah. I'm sure they could do it better if they optimized. They're still using the same janky-ass fucking engine they've been using since fucking Morrowind. Like, they are so far fucking overdue for an engine overhaul. At this point, it is not even funny, man. And they're just like, well, if we switched engines... Well, if we switched engines, it would take a while to make a game. Oh, because it's not taking you guys a while now? I'm pretty sure it is. And in Starfield, they actually made steps back. You know, Fallout 4 and Skyrim had perfectly good world maps. The fucking maps in Starfield suck dick. Like, it took a year. It took a fucking year for them to have an actual map for the cities in Starfield. Like, what the fuck? Okay? Like, you know, I try to give them slack, okay? But, like, in a game like Starfield, man, having a functional fucking map is, like, a basic shit. And, like, fucking navigating New Atlantis was such a fucking nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Ah. Like, it's like you guys broke something that didn't need fixing. You could have just reused the map system from Fallout 4. It would have been okay. Only 4 more bottles. Fuck my life. You know? And also, they were sitting there trying to say that Starfield is going to be a real showcase for the Xbox Series X. No, it's not. Okay? And, I mean, that's fine. Okay? But, like, therein lies the fucking problem. Your game doesn't need to have amazing graphics. That's cool, but when you fucking sell it as the second coming of Christ, then you have a problem. It's the same fucking, shit that happened, it's the same fucking shit that happened with, Halo Infinite. Did Halo Infinite look bad? No, it didn't. It looked just fine. It wasn't, like, the best-looking game, but it didn't need to be. It was them saying, well, this is gonna be the game to make you buy a Series X, to really show you the horsepower. Like, you're setting it up to fail. Like, your game doesn't have to have the best graphics. Okay? But when you literally promote it as like, oh, this game is gonna make you see the next-gen power. That's the problem. Like, if they hadn't hyped it up as, like, this next-gen showcase for Series X, people wouldn't have ragged on the graphics from Starfield so fucking much. Like, they set themselves up to fucking fail. It's always those last 4 bottles that get you. Oh, 3 bottles now. Oh, there's one right there. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess. But, like, with the proper SD management, that should no longer be a thing. That's, like, the main benefit to using fucking SSDs, dude. With proper optimization, the shit you can do with them is insane. Like, fucking Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2 could literally load up any part of the city in under 1 second. And that city was incredibly fucking dense. Filled with NPCs. Filled with destructible objects. Filled with enemies. Filled with cars. All that shit. You'd be amazed what you can do with a proper SSD. I still don't think we're even fully using them the way they could be. As a whole. And the problem is that Starfield actually had worse loading times than fucking Skyrim and Fallout 4, because Skyrim and Fallout 4, you'd have to load into towns, you'd have to load into interiors, but the overworld map, you could go from one end to the other without loading. In Starfield, nope, you're gonna have to see 80 million loading screens. So it felt like it was a step backwards. Like I said, there should not be more loading in fucking Starfield than in Skyrim, a game that came out 12 years prior. That's what I'm saying. Like, Starfield is supposed to be the next generation of Bethesda games, and it really wasn't. Like, it was a victim of its own hype. And honestly, if they had to get rid of some of that shit, I would be cool with it. Dude, like, if they got rid of most of those objects in Starfield so they get it all loading, I'd be okay with that. I don't need every fucking pencil, every piece in the world to be fully fucking rendered. Especially not if it comes at the game's expense. But like, just to go from one fucking planet, in Starfield to another, you have to fast travel to the ship. Loading screen. You have to get into the cockpit. Loading screen. You have to go to the galaxy map. Loading screen. You have to go to another planet. Loading screen. Then you have to get out of the cockpit. Loading screen. Then you have to get in the planet. Loading screen. Just to go from one location in Starfield to the other is like 6 separate loading screens. I'm not even saying, like, okay, get rid of all the loading screens. But Jesus Christ, that's fucking ridiculous. And when you realize how much you're going to have to switch from planet to planet to planet to planet, it just kind of sucks. Even, like, cities, man. Like, fucking New Atlantis is broken into, like, 4 districts with loading. They had tons of fucking cities in Oblivion that were one chunk. So even in the city, you can't go from one end to the other. Oh, if I want to get to the other district, I've got to ride in the train car. So opening a door is not enough. You've got to get on the fucking train. Like, I don't know. I felt like in many ways, I mean, they're not that long. I will agree with you. They're not that long at all, but it's the sheer number of them constantly that grates, for me anyway. And it interrupts the fluidity. You know, like, when you're making an open world game where most of the game is going to be spent traversing the map or maps, you want it to be as fluid as possible. And you know, some of my shit, some of my problems with Starfield are just like design things. Like, why the fuck would you make an entire fucking galaxy in Starfield that has no intelligent alien species? That to me is just like the fucking dumbest decision. So we're just literally an infinite galaxy of planets, and there's literally just humans. Like, oh, awesome! You kind of like took a lot of the thunder out. Okay, statistically, it is impossible for there not to be life on another planet. In an infinite universe with an infinite number of planets, it literally is statistically impossible for there not to be other planets with life on them, intelligent life. And they have like galaxy magic in Starfield. It's like the, you know? So hard sci-fi means you can't have intelligent alien creatures? I don't understand why those things preclude each other. God, only 2 bottles left. Fuck me. Well, I just think that's a boring choice. You know, and more than anything, what kills Starfield for me, what just makes it a passable game, is the fact that 99% of the planets in Starfield are procedurally generated. Bethesda games are so highly regarded for their carefully curated, handcrafted content that you can start doing one thing and then wind up doing 10 other things along the way. That if you go towards one end of the map to the other, you are going to get stopped like 15 times along the way to see some shit. Those games, that's what they did best, was handcrafted content, where it felt like every person was named, where it felt like every space was integrable, where it felt like anything could happen. And in Starfield, most of the fucking planets you're going to explore throughout the entire fucking game are just empty planets. With, like, oh, there's a couple aliens. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have done 1,000 planets. They should have done a fucking handful. And called it a day. Quality over quantity. And it's like, you can't even fully explore the planets. You only get a certain distance from the landing strip and nope, you're stopped. So they're not even full planets. So it's like, honestly, I'd rather just play No Man's Sky. Like, if I want something about traveling space and landing on planets and exploring planets that are procedurally generated, No Man's Sky is way better than Starfield. What, like, Bethesda did was make all this handcrafted awesome shit. And I feel like they lost a lot of what, like, their unique mojo with Starfield. I would rather them have done 10 planets that were all handcrafted than infinite ones where it's just randomly generated shit. Yeah. Well, you're not really getting a whole lot of role-playing and stories on an empty planet like, oh, here's a grassy planet with a couple of crabs. Cool. Oh, here's another planet, but it's red this time and has lizards, guys. Like, I feel like with Starfield, they played against their strengths, and it hurt them. And it feels like even Bethesda recognized that, because when they did the first expansion for Starfield, Shattered Space, they didn't make a bunch of random planets. They made one big, handcrafted planet. And they strongly suggested that they're working on more DLC for Starfield, and it would be like that. A single big, handcrafted planet. Yeah. You know, I think I commend Starfield for trying something. I commend Starfield for trying something new, Bethesda for trying something new. But I just don't think it landed. And I don't think it lived up to the hype of their other games. Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3. I don't hate it, I just think it's okay. It was just overhyped. I don't think it met the hype, honestly. Especially not after, you know, a fucking 10-year wait. They were talking about Starfield before fucking Fallout 4 came out. So for like 10 years of people were waiting, it didn't really live up to the hype. And that's the thing. I don't think it's a bad game in its own merits, but it was hyped up as the next coming of Jesus Christ, and it really did not meet that. And more than anything, it was not a system seller. What Microsoft hoped, what Microsoft prayed for, is that Starfield would be their big system seller, and it was not. Oh, shit. Wow, they hid that really well. Fuck. You know, it's kind of like what happened to fucking Resident Evil 5, man. If you look at Resident Evil 5, I would say it's actually a really good game. I like 5 a lot. But, like, when you compare Resident Evil 5 to Resident Evil 4, yeah. It you know, it was a step back. It was nowhere near as good as 4. I like 6 too. Not as a Resident Evil game, but on its own merit, it's just a fun shooter. I just think with 5, it just, you know, it wasn't the monumental fucking earth-shattering game that 4 was. Not that it probably could have been. Resident Evil 4 was fucking lightning in a bottle. But when you follow up a game like that, people expect a lot. So they were almost like a victim of their own success. Because 4 was so fucking legendary. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the whole thing. 5 expanded on it. For me, my main problem with 4... Not 4, fuck. My main problem with Resident Evil 5 is the last act. I think the first 2 acts of 5 are great. You have the village, the shootouts, the mines, going around in the dark. The fucking set-piece moment on the Jeep was great. You know, and then the marsh is my favorite part of 5. And actually, one of my favorite parts in Resident Evil, where you're going around that giant fucking marsh on the boat, you're fighting these creepy tribal African dudes covered in ash, fucking throwing spears at you, running through gator-infested water, trying not to get insta-killed, and they give you a bunch of objectives you can do in any order. That felt like they took the boat idea from 4 and expanded on it so much. And even the chapter 4 after that, where you're in the mines, like the ancient ruins, really cool. But then chapter 5 and 6, man, fucking sucked. You're on that fucking Wesker's boat, and the setting is kind of boring and uninspired. You're getting constant waves of enemies where it just feels like they're trying to punish you, and then you get the fucking boulder punching madness. I just think it kind of drops the plot and kind of goes off the deep end and jumps the shark in the end. Like, I would have a much higher opinion of 5 without those last 2 chapters. Yeah. Also, they fucking, you know, it really pains me, too, because, you know, Resident Evil 6 could have been a phenomenal horror game and a phenomenal Resident Evil game if they just focused harder on Leon's campaign and the fucking, horror aspects of his campaign. Like, there's so many parts in Leon's campaign where it's just like, oh my god, like, they were so close to actually making a Resident Evil game. You know, like, his fucking opening chapter, seeing the entire fucking banquet for the presidential re-election committee, and it's all fucking deserted. There's fresh balloons pop, man, running on the fucking college campus, the cemetery graveyard, the old school fucking western town that's like straight out of Raccoon City. Parts of Leon's campaign are so good, and you feel the Resident Evil. And it's like, man, if they had made the whole fucking game like this, it would have been awesome. I wouldn't say killed it. 4 is one of my favorite games of all time ever. And I think that 4 is scary. It's scary in a different way. Like I said, trying to stay alive in a fucking house while they're throwing ladders through the windows, while they're breaking through the fucking doors, and you are surrounded on all sides with barely enough ammo, is scary to me. Going through the fucking refrigerator and hearing the fucking regenerators breathing sends a chill down my fucking spine. That has got to be one of the most fucking iconic, twisted fucking sounds in gaming. And the first time you fight a fucking regenerator, man, it fucking grabbing you, it re-healing its fucking limbs, and even once you take out its legs, it hops across the ground and bites your neck. Dude, the first time I played Resident Evil 4, I was like, holy shit! Those generators scared the shit out of me. And, like, the fact that you can hear them before you see them, and you know they're waiting, and they have a lot of tight corridors, is legitimately scary to me. Like I said, I think that Resident Evil 4 is a different kind of scary. You know, the classic Resident Evil games were kind of like a, classic Resident Evil games were kind of like a sense of, oh my god, the zombies are coming! In 4, it's like white-knuckle tension. You know, okay, here's the way that I would describe it. My perfect analogy, I think, is, the classic Resident Evil games were Day of the Dead. Or, I'm sorry, Night of the Living Dead. The classic Resident Evil games were Night of the Living Dead. Resident Evil 4 was 28 days later. Sheer, oh my god, they're fucking coming! Go, 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 go! Fucking tension. That's, you know what I mean? And that's what 4 was going for. It wasn't trying to be like the other ones. People were saying that Resident Evil needed to change, so it's like, okay, let's go for this. At the time, people were tired of the classic Resident Evil games. People were saying, oh, you know, they can't keep milking this formula. So he's like, okay, if we're gonna do something different, we're gonna go way fucking different. Yeah. I don't know if you've played the remake of Resident Evil 4, but the remake is fucking fantastic. I actually think I prefer it to the original, which I never thought would happen, because I love 4 so fucking much. But, like, they kept everything that made 4 great, but they significantly modernized it, and they amped the horror up. and added more elements of classic RE games. Like, I was fucking blown away by 4. The remake of 4. Yeah. Well, 7 brought that back. And it seems like 9 is having it too. I think you fight some regular creatures with Grace, but the fucking creepy ass bitch lady in the trailers, I think she's unkillable, and you just have to watch out for her. So, at the very least, it looks like RE9's got you covered in that regard. Oh yeah, and it looks like Leon will be in 9. By the way, I don't know if you heard about that. There was a leak. I forget. It's this British. It's this British fucking channel. They do like PlayStation reviews, and they're very British, and I like them. I can't remember what their name is, but they have this one female anchor, and she's like Asian, but she's British born. And she was sitting there, and she had seen an extended preview of the game. And they were talking about it, you know, later after the fact during, like, a live coverage. I think during the Game Awards, or the Tokyo Game Show or something like that. And she's like, oh yeah, the hair is so great. You can really see every curl on Leon, on, Grace. So, it looks like you're going to alternate between Leon and Grace throughout the game. And that Grace is somewhere else and Leon is going to Raccoon City, which makes sense. Grace has never been to Raccoon City, so it really wouldn't have the impact for her. I think if they're going to return to Raccoon City, they need to have a returning protagonist be there to show the impact of, oh shit, look at this place. You know, it doesn't really have the same, like, impact if somebody was never there, you know? So even if it wasn't Leon, I would say it should be Chris or Jill, somebody that actually lived in Raccoon City, to appreciate how fucking messed up it got. And it seems like, with Resident Evil 9, they're going for kind of open hubs. Like, I wouldn't really say after that it's an action thing. After that, you have the fucking, the Bienvento Manor, which is just incredibly light on combat and racks up the scares. And then, after that, you have the moat, with you're getting fucking chased in the boat and shit. And I think that was pretty scary. And then you have the stronghold and the factory, which feels like ripped out straight out of Resident Evil 1. And then, the final, like, part with Chris does go full action, but I wouldn't say just the castle was horror. I mean, even in the factory, you're looping back around, you're coming back with keys, you know, and shit like that. I do think that it kind of, goes a little bit too full action at the end, but I wouldn't say just the castle was the only horror part. I mean, the scariest part in the game for most people, the creepy-ass fucking baby, doesn't come until after the castle. And there's not, like, a single combat encounter in that until, like, the moment of, so... And even then, you're running from that fucking baby, you can't fight it, so... I wouldn't say it's just the castle is scary and the rest is action. And I still really like 8. And I would also recommend, if you haven't played Shadow of Rose, you should play Shadow of Rose. It's fucking incredible. They went full on fucking Silent Hill with it. Okay, it's psychological horror. No, I wouldn't really say that either. And like I said, with the fucking House Bienvento, your ammo doesn't mean shit. That baby's gonna get you. It doesn't matter what you fire at that fucker. I think it just depends. But I do think 8 was horror, and I genuinely liked 8 a lot. Like I said, you should play Shadow of Rose. It's really fucking good. I think it is, like, probably the best DLC Resident Evil has ever done fucking ever. I mean, it was fucking outstanding. Well, like I said, you know, I wouldn't say that either. The entire fucking village, dude, is not A to B. Like, you're constantly looping back around to the central village, and then finding new keys to unlock new shit in the central hub. So, like, the village, the entire village of the game's named after, like, that whole area is ripped straight out of classic Resident Evil. Oh, hey, I see this thing. Oh, I can't come back here. Oh, I have this key. Come back, open up a new chunk of the village. Like, that is, like, straight up classic RE design. The factory. Oh, shit, I've got to return to another floor to take back the mold and then go up to this floor. It just depends. You also have to understand that you play Resident Evil a lot. What you think is having too many resources is probably not enough for most people. But I'm the same way. I mean, if you give me fucking any Resident Evil game, dude, I am going to be drowning in fucking ammo. It's not because the games give you a ton of ammo, it's because I'm really good at Resident Evil games. So, are they giving you too many resources, or are you just really good at Resident Evil? But then if they make it so that it challenges you, are newcomers to Resident Evil going to stand a chance? Probably not. Therein lies the rub. Where they're already hard games, so if they made them so hard that it would challenge people like me and you that have played all the other games, it would be very, very unapproachable for newcomers. And fucking brutally difficult. To where most newcomers couldn't get into it, so it's a balancing act, that's what I'm saying, like, I mean, in just about every Resident Evil game, I have played them so much, and I'm so good at them, you will almost never catch me running out of ammo fucking ever. But see, like, and, you know, Resident Evil 8 has one of my fucking... Fuck, just one more bottle, man. Jesus Christ. Resident Evil 8 has one of my favorite moments in the entire series. Right before you go to the factory, you have to go into the stronghold, the Lycan stronghold, to get the key to the factory. And it's fucking sunset. You know, the whole game has like a day and night cycle. And the sunset in 8 looks so beautiful. And you're in this ancient fucking ruins. And you are being swarmed by fucking werewolves. And they're coming from the fucking walls. They're attacking you from a distance. They're climbing over the windows. And, that entire vibe of fighting the fucking werewolf as they fucking swarm, as you hear them howling and running across the walls and throwing torches at you, it had me fucking glued to my seat. And it really felt like, I got out of there by the skin of my fucking teeth. Like, oh my god, there's so many in such a small area. I'm being fucking hoarded. And I just like it. It's one of my favorite moments in any Resident Evil game, actually. Like, period. and you have fucking tons of weapons to take them on, but it's not like you don't have an abundance of supplies, and you have to switch between those weapons. You have to be smart with your weapons. Oh hey, there are some fucking archers on the rooftop. Sniper rifle. Hey, they're up close, shotgun, and it made you use the entire arsenal. I thought that shit in the Lycan Stronghold was just fucking phenomenal. Also, I really like the Baron. You know, it's a hard fucking pill to swallow, or, you know, a tough task to follow up the merchant from RE4. Arguably one of the greatest merchants in gaming. You know, and I was kind of like, what is this, like, weird obese dude? But I actually really fucking liked him. And, like, he's one of the most endearing characters in the game. And I enjoyed all the conversations and dialogue with him. And props to them for not just trying to copy the fucking merchant. They, you know, made a cool merchant, like, in his own way. Not really. I mean, Resident Evil 9 literally has you being chased by an infinite pursuer enemy, and Grace has very limited ammunition. So... And, Silent Hill 2 Remake was firmly survival horror, and fucking, Silent Hill F seems to be survival horror as well. Because you have limited health supplies, and all of your melee weapons break very quickly. So, you know, you have to really watch the durability. Yeah, maybe. But like I said, I've never played a bad Resident Evil game, a bad, like, mainline Resident Evil game. I am confident that fucking 9 will be great. Yeah. And I fucking love Leon. I've always loved Leon, and it seems like this is going to be an older gray Leon. And I think that's fucking sick. And kind of completes his character arc. Young, naive in Resident Evil 2, jaded and more cynical, and 4, full-on older man, you know, worn down in 9. And I actually really like the idea of going back to Raccoon City, but it's bombed out. Like, I think that's there it is. Thank fucking God. I really think going back to Raccoon City, but it's a nuclear wasteland, is such a clever idea. Hey, I mean, series change, man. I think what we have is great, though. That's the thing. Maybe it's not the same, but I like it, and I enjoyed it a lot. Ah, there it is. Right there. And ultimately, that when you have a series... When you have a series that has been going on for as long as it has... It has to change or die. You know, like, you can't do the same shit. See, now I want to play a Resident Evil game. I've wanted to play a Resident Evil game, but I'm not sure which one to play. Therein lies the problem. Just something to keep my mind occupied, because I'm starting to twitch for fucking, Yotai. I could do fucking 8. I am kind of tempted to do 8. Just because it's been a few years. Ill does look good, yeah. It's made by the same guys who did Atomic Heart. Do Resident Evil 8. Resident Evil 4 remake. Two remake. It's been a while since I played that. X gonna give it to you. Knock, knock, open up the door. X gonna deliver it to you. Non-stop, pop, pops, and stainless steel. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Best believe that, cause I ain't with it. Oh god. R.I.P. DMX, man. We're gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Roll and it go. X gonna give it to you. And I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. Resident Evil 7, 8, 2 remake, 3 remake. Silent Hill 2 remake, F. But yeah, there's a lot of great horror games. If you haven't played Crow Country, I'd strongly recommend that you play Crow Country. It's really good. And is like a totally built as a homage to classic survival horror games. I really think you'd like Crow Country. I loved it. I got the platinum for it. Or Elisa. Also, another PS1 throwback. Fucking great. With like an Alice in Wonderland theme. It's pretty sick. I mean... I disagree. I mean, literally, Silent Hill F came out this month. And it is classic survival horror from everything I've seen. And looks fantastic. And that's AAA, so... Oh yeah, the Evil Within is great, yeah. I love both of those games. I hope eventually we get an Evil Within 3. Yeah, but it's still a new game. Silent Hill F is still a new game. That's AAA, that's horror, that's good. It's like my thing. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna take a short break. and try to decide like what Resident Evil game I want to play. So I'm feeling the need to play some Resident Evil, or what else I'm going to